Hello everyone, my name is Tony. I go by a Rainbow Dude on the internet, and we're back with another episode of Dragon Age 2. We are gonna go talk to Fenris, and then probably go do the Birthright quest, because I don't think anything progresses until we talk to Bertrand, as far as, like, plot and time. Fenris, my goth elf boyfriend. The Imperial Chantry is not the same everywhere. Make your second commandment match him a serve man, not rule over him. 487 towers. The Tower Age Chantry and Devendra elected its own legitimate and uncorrupted divine Valhale, who was male, and one of the most prominent members of the Devendra Circle of Magi. He is the Black Divine. 4 exalted marches. All the Chantry did was confirm it. Archon Nomarin was elected. More history of Kirkwall. The Canary first thundered into Kirkwall in 756 storm. During the last of the new exalted marches, collected nations of Thedas had to repel them. Marcher city of Ostwick. Overwhelmed the cities of Starkhaven and Kirkwall. Kirkwall blocked ships. Starkhaven blocked roads. Denied supplies to the Thedas armies assaulting Ravane. Not until after the last city freed from the Canari's deeds came to light. Children taken from families, forced conversion to the Qun, brutal labor camps. The Viscount remained the enduring title for Kirkwall's rulers despite its Orlesian origin. Interesting.
Egregio Pavali. There are 6 bottles in the cellar. Denarius used to have me pour it for his guests. My appearance intimidated them, he said, which he enjoyed.
I like your appearance.
I can't imagine why they would be put off.
You say what's on your mind. I'll give you that.
Yeet.
It's good I can still take pleasure in the small things.
You've had a difficult life.
I'd rather not speak more of it.
Are you certain? I'm willing to listen.
To my whining? Very charitable of you. I've wanted to leave my past behind me, but it won't stay there. Tell me, have you never wanted to return to Ferelden?
I mean, it's gone.
I have no home left to return to.
The Blight is over. You could rebuild what you lost. Do you truly not want to?
My mother came from Kirkwall. Our heritage is here.
Having a place where you can put down roots. I understand. Still, to have the option must be gratifying.
You've been on the run a long time then.
3 years now. Denarius has a way of finding me. Perhaps it is the markings. Whatever the means.
Might be like a
Never
phylactery.
takes him long to follow. This is the first time I've given him reason to pause. I suppose there are advantages in numbers.
Haven't you sought help before?
Hirelings when I could steal the coin. Never anyone of substance. Until you. Denarius will not give up, however. I await his return.
What if he does give up? What then?
Then I go to him. I will not live with a wolf at my back.
Sounds like the right idea to me.
If it comes to that, I doubt it will.
Do you intend to keep living here?
I haven't decided. For now, it's as good as any other place. I would return to Saharan if I could, but there is no life for me there.
Is that where you're from?
So I've been told.
Were you very young when you left then?
Perhaps.
Was he a Kunari convert?
You could track your former master
Because
down,
Heron
I
and
assume.
Parval are Kunari
I
lands.
imagine he has returned to Minrathous, though I dare not go near the city while he is alive.
Unless I'm mixing up the
No,
timeline and
it is better
the
to
Kunari
wait for
haven't
him to
taken
leave his
Heron
fortress,
yet.
fight from a fortified position. I do not expect your help when that day comes.
But I think they already did.
I would not turn it aside.
You whine too much.
If you're looking to start a life, you could stay.
I could see myself staying, for the right reasons. I should thank you again for helping me against the Hunters. Had I known Anso would find me a man so capable, I might have asked him to look sooner.
Flatterer.
Maybe I should be thanking Anso.
Maybe you should. Perhaps I'll practice my flattery for your next visit. With any luck, I'll become better at it.
I hope so. Fenris. The mage hater and the mage, just like Anders said. Born Lord Remy Vascal in 863, Blessed the Black Fox was a dashing thief and rogue who went on to inspire many tales of his exploits. So he's basically like the analog for Robin Hood. The Cunning Fox. Carolus became his lifelong partner in crime, only after nearly killing him several times. Yeah, it's basically just Robin Hood. That's funny. Okie doke. What do we have left on our agenda? We got Birthright. And for sacrifice and enemies among us. Let's go do Birthright. I did go to Sandal and I put runes on everything that we could put runes in. And then what I might need to do before we talk to Bertrand is just make sure that we got all the upgrade stuff that we can, because I don't want to miss those too much.
Never knew human.
But I think actually we can go to the Black Emporium and pick up some things that you miss. Anders, you got anything left to say? No? Okay. Just thought I would check in while I'm here. Yeah, I'm still in love with this lighting tracing that they do. Oh, mellow. Ambushed immediately like they knew we were coming. Fancy poison ring. So we can't go up that way. Gotta go up this way. Eric, you
I'll make this quick.
oh, please don't stab me in the back. That's not cool. It's not very cash money of you.
If you have a plan, get to it.
If this mage is still alive, he might be in the gallows. Death of an unnamed family friend. It's truly sad what happened to the Amels, isn't it? I still remember grandmother talking about the balls that Lord Aristide used to hold at their estate and the Antivan violin players and dancers from Afsana. No expense was spared, no one would dare miss it, lest someone think they weren't worthy of an invitation. And then poor Revka had the child. Magical talent, running in one of Kirkwall's most prominent families. The Templars had considered Lord Aristide to be Viscount after Threnhold's arrest. Can you imagine the scandal had he been chosen? They whisked the child away to the Circle, and the Amels simply had no luck after that. Leandra ran off with a Ferelden maid, and then Damien was accused of smuggling. Poor Lord Faustin almost bankrupted his family by trying to get the charges dropped, but I hear Viscount Marlowe simply wanted the Amels out of the picture. And it worked, too, didn't it? By the time Lord Faustin got sick, there was only young Gamlin left with a mountain of debt. Spoke to Dulce the other day, and apparently Gamlin is now living in some low-town shack. Sounds like some sort of character you'd cross the street to avoid. And let's not even talk about the estate. Mother says we should remember the Amels because that's the sort of thing that could happen to any of us. You know the old saying, a marcher's fortune rises and falls with the tide. If you ask me, this is just another misfortune that magic brings to honest folk. Andraste helped that poor family, whatever lies in store for them. I don't want your pity. Your thoughts and prayers. Get the hell out of here.
Someone's looking surprised here.
Great. Shut up, baby. I know it. Hello. Another history of Kirkwall. City was burned. The city just keeps on getting burned. Kirk meaning black, so it's just Blackwall. Interesting. I didn't know that Kirk meant black. Is that a Thedas thing, or is that like a real life thing? I should have come here first. This is where it gives me the combat tutorial for mages. That's hilarious.
Watch where.
Ooh!
Step.
Almost got me. Come on. Carver, you dingus. Actually, just throw a firebomb. History of the Circle. Ba, ba, ba. Dude, the Divine Ambrosia the Second had tried to do an exalted march on her own cathedral because the mages protested. That's terrifying. There's a mask that's unique for me. Oh, I can't even wear it. I don't have enough dex. Oh, because I'm the only one that can actually wear helmets.
That has to be the vault. If there's anything to learn about the family, that's where it is.
Increases armor for Carver. Got the will.
So this is it. Grandfather's will. Let's just take it back to Mother and be done with it.
I'll head for the door soon enough. I want to look around first.
Yeah, I want to see if there's anything up here. Oh, there's not. Okay, well. That wasn't as exciting as I thought it was going to be.
Never miss
Okay, sorry about that. Had some business to take care of, so there was a little banter that you didn't get to hear. But overall, that's okay. What was I about to do? Genuinely don't remember. I'm gonna come sell some of this junk to you. Buy some lyrium potions. Can't get enough of them. Sell these things. Because I don't need them. Keep the spiral eye stuff. I need to increase my dexterity. Okay. What were we doing? I don't think we were doing that. We're going back to Gamlen's house to confront him about the will. That is what we were doing. Could come here. Nah, we'll do that later. What's family history about? Oh, that's just a quick little fetch quest thing. We can do that. That is no big deal. It's over here. Hello. Surprised you're just allowed to be out and about.
More mages. You talk. I'm going to ask the guards about their training.
I know your face. I am Tobias. You and that man are both hawks. I remember your father. Malcolm was a good man.
I found a letter you sent.
Ah,
About a friend of his you could not name.
Ah, the Templar. Your father could not write to him directly, lest the Order find out.
The Templar?
He allowed your father to leave Kirkwall. Rule is not served by caging the best of us. A wise man.
Not what I would expect from a Templar.
There was a time when the rules of the Order could be interpreted to suit a situation. Unlike these days. I will send the letters I held. It seems fitting that they return to family. Such a friendship. Few like your father remain. Even fewer like the Templar. Rest well at the Maker's side, Sir Morivar Carver.
oh shit. Those who Carver was named after. Have
Knight Commander Meredith would kill us all if she could.
Well, I gotta give that to Carver.
Head for the door. If the will is so important, let's get it back to Mother.
So I'm just saying, blood's blood and all.
Oh,
but you are
jeez.
taking advantage of my hospitality. It's only fair if you make something of a monthly contribution.
You sold my children into servitude. Now you're asking me to pay rent?
Maybe just put something towards food.
We found the will.
Grandfather left everything to Mother and us. I guess he had some sense after all. See for yourself.
I should maybe...
To my daughter Leandra, and all children born of her, the estate in Hightown and all associated revenues.
We have a home, Mother. A real home.
They forgave me. Mother forgave me. But, Gamlen, how could you?
You're the one who ran away, Leandra. What happened to love is so much more important than money.
It is!
You didn't even come home for the funeral.
The twins were a week old.
We all have our burdens. Mine was looking after a life you abandoned. How long was I supposed to wait?
I doubt you let the ashes get cold.
I took care of Father. I stayed. And on his deathbed, all he could talk about was Leandra. Look, sister, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done it, but I did. And there's nothing I can do to get it back.
I don't expect that, Gamlen. It's enough to know Mother and Father didn't die angry. I'll petition the Viscount for rights to reclaim the estate. Make a willing, you'll have your house back within weeks.
You don't have the coin or standing to even get an audience with the Viscount. You've got to be someone in this city to live in that house again.
Then I had better get started.
And I'm already almost there, dude. So I need you to check yourself.
Thinking of life in Hightown?
We're still a long way from cowing Templars with our titles, brother.
Is there something you would do differently, brother?
It's not up to me. We're on pace to recover an old name for an old woman. And when we're done, I don't know, I guess we'll sit around thinking about how great we used to be. Mother didn't even want that life back until we got dumped here. And you only care because we're under Templar scrutiny.
I genuinely want to know what you would do.
Very well, Carver. What's your plan?
I'd look forward. Make something new. Stop paying debts for old men. And if I had to go backward, I'm not looking for ancient names. I'd fix what's important. What went wrong.
Okay, so this is
We
all very
can't just
poetic,
go
but
back.
like, give me action
We wouldn't
steps.
need to if you'd done it right. Lothering was our home, not this place.
Lothering
have
was
stood our ground.
destroyed by the Blade, dude.
You could have stopped that ogre from killing Bethany.
You're right.
What?
I'd change all of that if I could. But we don't have that option. And you know it. All right.
He's in pain.
Brother. I feel... I don't know. It's like Mother taking everything out on us. She was just scared. I don't have a place in the life she is trying to bring back.
Yes, you do.
I'm here if you need me. But I must find my own way.
Here, I got you something.
Why?
We ended on a tense note last time. Take it as you will.
These are by Father. Are you sure they aren't meant for you? I bet another mage could get more out of them. For your service that cannot be admitted, I ask that you accept this trinket and know that I shall respect your name. Thank you, Conscience of the Order, Sir Morivar Carver. Carver?
The Templar who allowed Father to leave Kirkwall. Your namesake.
A Templar? Have we met a Templar who isn't a colossal prig?
Father must have felt he was worth honoring.
A man who let him look ahead. And a name that would always mean skill thoughtfully applied.
Seems like he thought it held some promise.
Not a link back, but how to go forward. That's what I was to him. I don't know what to say, except thank you.
You're very welcome. Where's that put us? Still very much in the rivalry. Ooh, excuse me. The bone... Oh my gosh. The bone pit. Gotta go talk to Hubert. We're good on potions. Secondary. Yeah, first sacrifice and bone pit. Who am I taking for this? Aveline. So really only Aveline has any potential stuff. So we're gonna take... I'm gonna take you guys. I like taking Anders for the extra healing. What's at night? Oh. I need to mow my lawn soon. Maybe when it cools down later.
I could use your consult, Anders.
Bring it to Darktown and I'll get you a salve or something.
What? No. I need to know some things about mages.
Why?
I'm a guard. I'm the first person who has to deal with... trouble.
You want help killing people like me?
Not every mage can be trusted.
Nor every guard.
Here you're having problems with the bone pit. I can help.
Ah, finally someone comes to help me. You look a bit unseasoned, but I hope you'll do. I had to suspend operations. My workers are lost in the mines or have run off. Served me right for hiring Ferelden refugees. I sent others before, but no word. Perhaps they are putting me off. I need someone competent to figure out what is going on.
Your first mistake was naming your mine the Bone Pit.
The locals named the mine. Those fools say it's cursed. That is why I hire Fereldens. They may
Where's
be
your
dull-witted,
accent
but they're
from?
not superstitious.
Mind what you say about my countrymen.
I was not referring to you, of course. My workers are a particularly desperate sort. They're lucky to work for me. Few in Kirkwall will hire refugees.
What's the reward?
I will pay handsomely. The exact amount depends on what perils you face.
Surely the miners had good reason to leave.
I am at a loss. No miner has reported in, and no one takes me seriously.
The Bone Pit must be dangerous if people are afraid to venture there.
No, nothing like that. Pay no heed to local superstition. The Bone Pit is mostly harmless.
I'll head there soon.
The sooner the better. Each day the mine is not running costs me more than those miners make in a year. The Bone Pit is just outside the city. Any map will show it.
Not here to sell
Let's go
today,
do that real
Guardsman.
quick.
My shipment.
Pit. Oh, there's an Earless task out here. We'll have to make sure to grab it before we leave. Would not want to mess that up.
You take me to all the nice places.
I try my best. Bearded Beast Arental's remains.
So, I guess there are still no good jobs for Ferelden's then.
Looter. Alright, so we got some looters here. Came to take all the stuff after the fact. Bone Pit. Sire, I interviewed the surviving slave this morning. She was horror-struck, but managed to tell me her chilling tale. The overseer had lined 17 slaves up, one after the other. They lived with the quarry. Second slave in line. Ooh, they had to push each other off. That's terrifying. Spirit only because no one stood behind her. The output of the Maharian quarry is up almost a third of the season. The overseers received a commendation from the Archon himself. You will speak of your findings to no one. That is horrific. Nothing down there. Navarra. The fourth time I attempted to cross the border into Navarra from Orlais, I was turned back by chevaliers. I decided to take a more roundabout path, a ship back to Ferelden, then another to Navarra. It was more than worth the trouble. The country is filled with artistry, from statues of heroes that litter the streets and even the meanest villages to the glittering golden college of the Magi in Cumberland. Perhaps nowhere is more astonishing than the vast necropolis outside Navarra city. Unlike most followers of Andraste, they do not burn their dead. Instead, they carefully preserve the bodies and seal them in elaborate tombs. Interesting. So we want to go that way eventually, but I want to come over here and explore. Enigma of Kirkwall. It's another Band of 3 thing. So this is 4, right? As we thought, the quarries of Kirkwall were found after the city was sacked by the Imperium and after they started constructing the city. The Imperium found the mineral wealth, not the indigenous people. The histories gave conflicting accounts on who lived here. Some say the Alamari, some say the Dafids. We do know... Oh, I'm so sorry. We do know it was a barbarian people who had little need of the metals in the hills. So why did the Imperium come here in such force? It's hard to disprove Brother Mikkel's theory that the natural harbor would be important for their armies. Magisters ruled, not common men. What barrier would a simple sea pose to them? The wars of the Alamari wouldn't start until centuries later. Each clue we find only leads to more questions, but we will not give up. What is up here? Just a crate. nothing interesting up here. So now we move on to that little quest area. Not before
The
we
looters
loot
seem
this
to be
barrel.
staying away from this mine entrance. Maybe they know something we don't.
Probably. Oh, uh-oh.
Oh, look at that. They're like... If we can...
My goodness. Whole dragon eye. Got a pile of bones. Got some refined lyrium. What is up there? Why are you trying to fight me? Don't you know better? Now we're gonna go this way. Can't go there. So we gotta go this way. Dragons in a place called the Bone Pit. Who would have foreseen such a turn of events? And it doesn't appear to just be one dragon. Like this is a whole nest, so there's got to be a high dragon hanging around somewhere to be producing this many offspring. Helm of Victory. What does that do? Anything I can wear? No. Gives a little bit more health and attack power. There's a sack. What's over here? Anything? No. Okie doke. Moving on up. Barrel in here. A little bit of money. Go ahead and get our Mabari Elton. What was that? Sheep mushroom. Ah, I'm stuck. I'm just seeing somewhere on the map that says that I can go down, but I don't think I can actually go there. Okay. Just checking. Oh, hello.
Price and Trusty, you came along. Them dragons would have sniffed me out for certain.
Slow down. Tell me what happened here.
I'll tell you what I can, but be a friend and keep your voice down. There's another dragon close by.
Where'd the dragons come from?
We was mining a new tunnel when the wall collapsed, and dragons came through. There was a bloody slaughter. Scared out of my wits. I ran like my arse was on fire. It probably was. Only I went the wrong way. Ended up trapped here.
Did anyone else manage to escape?
Some of my fellows ran for the surface. I hope they made it.
You should get out of here.
Don't have to tell me twice. You should leave too. But don't go that way. There's this huge dragon.
Ah. I'd wondered if the dragons left their nest unguarded.
Well, I'm gonna go this way, because we need to kill the huge dragon in order to make this place safe to mine again. Nothing over here. Anything in here? Little crate. Gallows. So that's 2 gallows slaves finger cuffs. Plus 7 health, plus 9 defense. If I got better. I don't know if we're well equipped to fight a dragon with like our current array of spells, but hopefully we have enough. Oh, okay. That's fine. It's not like a proper actual dragon. And not a high dragon, I mean. Right, and there's you. Back up a little bit. I don't know if fire damage is going to do anything to it. No, I think it's completely immune to fire. What kind of staff am I using? Spirit? Okay, so everyone's got a spirit's damage buff. Oh no! Anders, get out of there. Run, friend. Anything that would work. I'm just really pleased it's letting Isabel and Aveline backstab it so much. There we go. Good stuff. Look at that. And we got a Dragon's Fang. The March of Thunder. Need more strength if I'm going to use that. Belt of the Chastened. Nah. Swarm is a bow. Black Walnut. It's got an AoE nature damage. Let's see. Another Helm of Victory. But that looks like it's it. come back. Let's go turn in that fang. We're getting kind of close to the second specialization because it's at level 14. What am I even gonna want to be? We did Force Mage. I mean, I don't particularly want to go into Blood Magic, so I guess I will end up taking Spirit Healer. And it'll be nice to have Revival at some point.
I keep thinking I know you from somewhere.
You're Ferelden, right? Ever spend time at the Pearl?
That's it. You used to really like that girl with the griffin tattoos, right? What was her name?
The Ley Warden?
Yeah.
That's right. I think you were there the night
The Ley Warden.
Oh, were you the runaway mage who could do that electricity thing? That was nice.
Please stop talking now.
That's funny.
Dragon's Fang. It's larger than I expected.
Let's sell all that junk. Oh my gosh, we have so much money. Let's buy some more injury kits. Who do I have a text message from? Let me go ahead and mute my phone while I'm thinking about it. I can probably order these for cheaper, I think. I think I'd rather have the 9 defense at this point. But not from there. I'm gonna hold on to that for Sebastian. Okay. I think I probably sell this. Yeah.
Welcome back to Seoul.
Do you have anything?
Why does
No.
Knight Commander not permit us to send them?
Okie doke. What are we doing next? We have some remains of stuff to go to the docks, it looks like. And then we gotta go turn, oh yeah, the bone pit to Hubert. Hello,
Sometimes I
Hubert.
think you have the right idea.
Handcuffs, whipped cream, always be on top.
I never used to give two bits what anyone thought of me. Justice once asked me why I didn't do more for other mages. I told him it was too much work, but I couldn't go back after that. Couldn't stop thinking about it. Sometimes I miss being that selfish.
Huh?
I solved your problem.
So, what happened? One of the miners told me you rescued him from dragons. I cuffed him for lying.
There were dragons.
Well, he wasn't. Go there and see the corpses for yourself.
But I thought they're extinct. I believe you. You made them extinct again? If it is safe, the miners can return to work.
Yeah.
I got all the dragons. Should be safe enough for now.
Let us discuss your payment. You have been a great help. Since you did so much more than I was expecting, how about we work together? I am offering a 50-50 share in the mine. You will make us both rich if you can keep your countrymen safe.
I'll do it for the workers.
Seems like the miners could use protection. And an advocate.
So, to our first order of business. We replace the lost workers. I will hire new hands. Plenty of desperate Fereldans out there. But it will take some time. I need you to convince the surviving miners to return. They are holed up in Lowtown. Tell them the Bone Pit is safe again.
I'll see what I can do.
Oh, did we level up? Cool. like leveling up. Kind of want to put some points into dexterity so we can wear better armor. But I also really hate these uneven scores, y'all. Okay, so three, four, five, six. Let's make Cone of Cold better. Oh, is there Magistrate Venard? What have you got going on, Magistrate?
You there, Ferelden. I wish to speak with you. I've heard you have dealings with certain elements in the city. You can get things done on the sly, as they say.
Is there something I can help with?
I am a magistrate in this city, and as such, I wish to hire you for a small, albeit
I don't remember
important
this
job.
guy.
A man I sentenced to a life in prison has escaped custody. He's been tracked to an abandoned ruin outside the city.
A request that should have been made of the guard.
Why is there such a clamor to catch this man? What has he done?
He's escaped. That's reason enough to catch him.
It does sound too easy.
Is there anything
But I'm gonna
else
choose a
I need
different
to
option.
know?
There is something, yes. There are creatures in the ruins. The guards I sent are ill-equipped to deal with such beasts.
Do you know what manner of beasts they are?
I don't know what they look like. I've never seen one myself. The guards say these things have already torn through a full company of men.
I'm sure if you send in enough men this time, they'd do fine.
No. The more guards who know, the easier it is for this to get out. Those men gossip like old fishwives.
I'll take the job.
Bring the fugitive in alive, quickly and quietly. Not only will you be well paid, you'll have the gratitude of a city magistrate. Useful for a refugee, wouldn't you agree?
I don't know how I feel about taking a job on the sly for a magistrate. Feels improper. I'm surprised Aveline didn't disapprove. Let's go turn in this little pommel for a quick reward.
Good luck getting in. I've been waiting all day.
Not
Oh,
much room
I
in
know
the
people.
barracks, but there's nowhere I'd rather be.
I think I found something of yours.
I didn't expect to see this again. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Aveline, your strength is pretty high, but the rest of your stats are kind of garbo. Yeah, I think let's increase her critical chance by a fair amount. Could give her another 20% resistance during while this mode is active. That feels good. Make her a bit more of a tank. Yeah, why isn't that active? This should just be self-any, right? 'Cause there's no real penalty for it. And you never know when you're gonna be attacked by like some big F-off bullshit. I'd rather her live through it and have a little bit of stamina.
The Viscount must be terribly busy. I've been waiting most of the
Take it
day.
away. Well, yeah, don't we have another little fetch quest we're supposed to do? Yes.
Do men find you intimidating? What about Wesley? Did he?
Evelyn and grab Varric. Let's increase your willpower this time. Yeah, let's upgrade that to 5 shots. That's great.
The alienage is overcrowded. Someone should do something about it.
If I get one more Orlesian bitching about cheese in the warehouse.
Aaron Toller, that's it.
Something of yours, sir. An old, foolish thing to need. Thank you for saving me the trip.
And then we gotta go and
5 Ferelden's or 10 elves to do my work, and you know it.
And you know it. Come into Lowtown. So I think the next biggest decision that we're gonna have to make is whether or not to bring Carver into the Deep Roads. And that decision is gonna lead us to be either he dies, he becomes a Grey Warden, or he becomes a Templar. And
I shit you not, Ravani. It was this big.
There's no way. Impossible. I've had hundreds of those in my hands, and they're never that size.
Would I lie about something so critical?
I'm afraid to ask, but what are you two going on about?
We're discussing knives, of course. Well, daggers, technically. I never remember the difference. Why? What did you think we were talking about?
Hey, this is the one that rescued me from them dragons. A fellow Ferelden, no less.
1,000 thanks for saving Jansen's worthless hide.
Worthless, am I? My farm supplied eggplant to Arthur for South Reach.
Yeah? My eggplant supplied half the bastards in South Reach.
that's crude.
You're a real hero. Now what brings you here?
The mine's safe now.
I killed the dragons. It's safe to return to work.
What if there's more dragons later? Or something worse like, bigger dragons?
I go back to the missus without this job. She'll rip me apart sure as any dragon.
Why
they gotta sound
that
drunk?
That bastard Hubert is the only one willing to hire us.
I'll give y'all a raise.
Would you go back for twice your previous salary?
Wow. Well, I
trust these teas, Jansen. Take it. We can drown our sorrows every night. And not with his dark town swill either.
Back to work,
Power
boys.
to the workers.
I'm happy to take more of Hubert's coin.
Seize the means of production. Wait, why'd she get a rivalry? I thought she was supposed to like that. Isabella, you've betrayed me. For the last time. I'm handing your ass over to the Kunari. Okay. I don't think I need to improve her dexterity anymore for the time being. I do think she needs more stamina. So we've got her fully leveled into dual wielding. So now we have to decide if I want to start leveling her swashbuckler or scoundrel. Doing an extra 120% against engaged enemies is pretty good. Plate armor. That'd be funny, just to be a mage walking around in plate armor. Oh, what else is left? Oh, we gotta go back to Hubert. Duh.
The miners agreed to return to work, but I had to double their wages.
What? That is coin out of both our pockets.
You get what you pay for.
Perhaps the miners will work harder now we're paying them enough to survive.
Throw scraps to a dog, and you encourage him to beg for more. I run a business, not a kennel.
Nobody wants to work anymore.
Part is debatable. I will excuse you this once. You are new to this. In the future, let me handle the coin. You handle the danger.
What do we have? I know I just looked at this. I've already forgotten. Magistrate's orders. First sacrifice. Enemies among us. Oh my goodness. I just want to know who to take. Because if you don't change your companions for like every quest. Come back up to the Viscount's Keep. So apparently there are a couple people here that want me to do certain things. Bum bum. Isabella. I think I'm on good terms with Varric and Aveline, but really the choice is between them. So I'm gonna take Aveline, because I think I'm gonna be able to earn some approval with Varric in the Deep Roots. Let's improve Con. Wrath of the Elven. And it's gonna bother me if all the colors don't match. Okay, so we need to come out to the abandoned ruins. This is where we're gonna get the last thing for the herbalist. So let's make sure we grab the spider fang silk, or the spider silk producer organ, whatever it was he asked for. While we're here. Hello, guards.
I've been sent for the man you've cornered here in the ruins.
Ah, so you're the reinforcements the magistrate promised. The man you're looking for, he's holed up in the ruins. Though I doubt he's still in one piece.
That bastard's to be brought in alive after all he's done? Just because it isn't you and your pretty little Shemlin children he's after.
Please, calm down and tell me what happened.
The man you're after, he targets elves. He dragged my daughter into those ruins and killed her! I want him dead! My girl, Leah, she wasn't his first victim. Over the years, he's taken dozens of our children, and not once has he paid for his crimes.
Would you mind telling me who you are?
My name is Elwin. I'm a merchant in the city. Please, no one else cares that our children are being slaughtered like beasts.
Well, I care.
There must be some humans who would take offense to these disappearances.
We're nothing to them. Even if this murderer does finally go before the courts, the magistrate won't take our word over his.
It might rain today.
Why only elves? Why not human children as well?
We're easy prey. No one thinks twice when an elven child disappears.
Yeah, this man's a monster.
I'll tear his throat out myself.
I don't know if I would have said that.
Sarah, you have no idea what this means.
You couldn't turn to the guards.
For all my damn coin, I'm still only an elf to these Shemlin. There'll be no justice for my girl in the courts of Kirkwall.
What do you say about all this?
Yes. What do you have to say?
They won't go in after him. They're stalling, trying to give the murdering bastard a chance to get away.
Oi now, elf. Like we said before, you're bleeding mad if you think we'll be going against the magistrate's orders.
Aveline, you're the guard captain.
This murderer cannot be allowed to walk free.
Then that bastard will finally get what he deserves. Thank you.
Not wise, stranger. You try to take justice into your own hands, the magistrate will have your head.
Only if it's reported.
I must do what is right.
I love Aveline having my back here for this. Like, fuck this guy. Fuck the fact that he's escaped justice for so long. Is it, like, okay, real world, I wouldn't condone this. This isn't the real world. This is fantasy. It's a video game. There was an era of our history where people were allowed to exact their own justice. Was it always correct? No. Hello, spiders. I probably need to play Isabella here for I'm gonna say for the traps. I think my first playthrough of this game I played a rogue, and I remember really liking dual wielder because of the fast cooldown and that one ability that does a crit every time. Whether Dwarven clan pin. I want to try to go the other way first, just because I feel anxious about losing out on loot. Hello. I don't think the guards knew anything about you, dude. I do feel a little upset that the guards are like, oh no, raiders and fighters. We're not equipped to handle these raiders and spiders. Whatever will we do? Like, it's obvious that Monteglas Strand requires archery. Well, I don't have it in the desert archery. Nothing here. Monteglas, maybe? Oh, excuse me. There's a door there. What's over here? Probably more spiders. Isabella, any insights? Yep. Yep. That's about what I thought. I haven't set it up. It's a 6, it's an AoE. So, enemy clustered with at least 2, use... Oh. She needs to be surrounded. Self. Surrounded by at least 2 enemies. Then do that. Okay. Pewter pendant of wolves howling at the moon. I'm just gonna save here, because this looks ominous. Okay, so that's a problem for us immediately. Not want to be very close together here. There we go. Help me. I don't want to die. Oh, I have a thing. We did it. Did the arcane horror not drop anything? That's annoying. So that door doesn't open, but this one does. So it's a little bit frustrating. Like I said, they reuse assets a bit, and that in and of itself is fine. But just take this part off the map, because it just makes us feel bad that we couldn't have gone through this door and we had to go through all these dungeons.
Who are you? Please, can you get me out of here? I just want to go home.
Don't be afraid, Darlene. Everything's going to be all right now.
Leah, your father told us you were dead.
My father? Is he safe? Kelder said that he'd hurt my family if I didn't come with him.
Who is Kelder?
The man who took me.
I don't see any injuries. Are you all right?
He hit me, told me I was nothing.
Oh,
I begged him to
jeez.
stop hurting me. I didn't think he would, but out of nowhere, he pushed me away and just started crying. Don't you see? He didn't mean to hurt me. He told me. There are demons. They make him do these horrible things.
What kind of demons?
I mean, I don't
What do they
know.
look
Unless he's
like?
a mage or a Templar, I don't think he's
Don't
infested
know
with
what
demons.
they look like. I didn't actually see any of them. But Kelder told me to run, to get away so they couldn't make him hurt me anymore.
I think he might.
Please don't
just
kill
be
him.
ill.
It's not his fault. Please.
I'm taking Kelder back to Kirkwall.
So it's not my
They'll
decision
figure
because
out
the
what to do
decision's
with
already
him
been
there.
made, but I'm not taking him
Maybe
back to
they can
Kirkwall.
help him.
Run to the entrance. You'll find your father
Alright.
there.
And so I do wish that they would just clarify in these dialogue choices, because I wouldn't have said I'm taking him back to Kirkwall. That's not what I think that means. Because I just had the conversation with the guy, then I would do it. So I'll focus on these three back here. Then we come through here.
I knew my father would eventually send someone. I was hoping the beasts down here would get to me first.
You wanted those creatures to kill you? Why?
It's what I deserve. I should be torn apart, forgotten down here, not protected by my father.
The magistrate sent me. I've never even met your father.
He didn't tell you, did he? The magistrate is my father. He's tried so hard to keep me, and what I've done, hidden away.
I'm disgusted by the both of them.
The magistrate is supposed to protect the people of the city, and that includes the elves.
Father is a good man. He tried to help, to stop me. But he can't. No one can. That elf girl. She had no right to be so beautiful.
That's gross.
So perfect. The demons said she needed to be taught a lesson, like all the others.
I don't think there's any demons.
The Circle was supposed to help me, but they lied. They said there were no demons, that I was mad.
I think you just...
This isn't my fault.
I don't really care about any of his reasons at this point. I doubt the Circle lied.
If the Circle suspected a demon at work, they wouldn't risk setting you loose in the city.
No. They lied.
I don't think
Coward. Doesn't even have the balls to own up to his own depravity.
I can't stop. I've tried so many times. Please, you have to kill me. There's no other way.
First smart thing he's said. Give him what he wants.
Just tell my father I'm sorry. For everything.
Yeah, I think so, because I think if we take him back to the city, then his father, the magistrate, is just going to do more to cover it up.
If nothing short of killing you will stop
Because he's telling us if we
so
bring
be
him
it.
back, he's going to do it again.
Goodbye, Kelda.
Some people are simply broken.
I don't like that take, though. I don't think that people are broken. I do think that with the correct treatment and assistance and support, most issues can be treated. But in this specific case, if we took him back, he would not get that support. He is asking us for death. Assisted suicide is kind of a weird thing, because I do believe that we should have the right to choose our end in a way that's
My
dignified and
little girl.
humane.
I didn't dare hope.
But our current systems are not set up
Did you
for
find
it.
that monster? Is he dead?
He won't harm Leah or anyone else ever again.
I didn't believe an elf could ever get justice in Kirkwall. I speak for all of us when I say that
I think
we
also
are
we have to
in
look
your
at this through a
debts.
lens of like a medieval framework as well, where mental health assistance is not really a thing.
I feel just as bad for those knife ears as the next man. But ignoring the magistrate's direct orders, that's madness.
We can go turn in that last spider herbalist ingredient.
It's not always fun and games on the sea, though. There are storms and hostile pirates. And it's trying being cooped up with men who haven't seen a woman in months. You're a woman. Exactly. And I don't
Celestial rune. What's a celestial rune? Removes attribute requirements. Interesting.
let them touch me, so they get frustrated. I insist all of them get alone time. Helps with the crankiness.
They're already lonely. Why would you insist they be alone some more?
Ah, Meryl.
What? Did I miss something?
Go think about it. Maybe it'll come to you.
Welcome back to Souls, my friend.
You have kept my secret well. No one in the Order knows I stood by while our own were murdered. It is far harder to hide it from myself.
Okie doke. Gotta go talk to the magistrate, and then we gotta do first sacrifice.
You have such pretty hair. What a lovely color.
Other children used to laugh at me for having ginger hair.
Really? Oh, I bet you were cute. Did you have pigtails?
Sometimes.
How precious. Little Aveline running around the village with her flaming orange pigtails streaming behind her. And little boys all scattering and screaming for mercy as she approached.
Shut up, whore.
You dare show your face to me again.
Fuck that guy. No one is above justice. I wonder how Anders would have felt about that. Like, obviously we took Meryl because there's an elf association with that quest. But, like, sticking up for the weak and those unable to defend themselves. I wonder if Andros would have had any, like, unique dialogue about the whole demons, but it's not a demon approach. Is there another thing here? Oh, I wasn't prepared for enemies among us.
Madam says no. I'm not crossing that old back for anything.
Oh man, there's a lot of people who get stuff for this. I'll come back once I change up my party to do that. I didn't realize that was here.
I would like to know more about being a guard, Aveline.
I don't think that's the job for you.
I know, but it might help me not get caught.
You probably shouldn't have said that part.
Why?
Just... never mind.
Today's my rest day, but I'll make an exception for you. What can I say? Why work if you're not working hard?
Oh, I like
that. That
him.
is wild.
He reminds me of someone.
He does? Who is it?
Think about it, kitten.
Well, you couldn't have meant Varric, because he's not even an elf. Oh, you were referring to yourself. Sorry.
See? I knew it had come to you.
Jathan, have you seen Ninette lately?
Ninette? Not for several weeks, which is a shame. I enjoy her company. I hear she finally left her worthless husband. Good for her. I just wish she'd said goodbye.
Do you think Ninette has come to harm?
I hope not. Everyone loves Ninette. Sometimes twice a night. Ghislaine's the only one who might hurt her, and he doesn't have the balls for it.
Ghislaine knew about you and Ninette. Did he talk to you?
The man is incapable of talking. He came here, yelled at me, called me a dirty knife-eater, among other things, and accused me of corrupting his wife. We had him thrown out.
Did she tell you she left her husband?
No. I just hope that's what she did. Ghislaine only wants her for her family's wealth. Ninette's a jewel. Elegant, worldly, just the perfect level of depraved. Ghislaine doesn't deserve her.
Do you have any idea where she might be?
Well, there was someone else looking for Ninette. A Templar. I believe his name was Emmerich. He wouldn't sleep with me either. I can't see why a Templar would be interested in anyone who isn't a mage.
Any chance Ninette's an apostate?
Well, she certainly cast a spell on me. Anyway, if Ninette was a mage, I think Emmerich would have said so.
Perhaps Emmerich knows something we don't.
Emmerich said he'd continue his investigation in Darktown. You could see if he's still there. And if you find Ninette, tell her to drop by and see me sometime.
Wait, where are you still? Why are you highlighted?
Back again.
Oh,
Sure you're not
no, thank
interested
you.
in my many,
It's not that
many
kind of
services?
Not that kind of.
I was just passing through.
Not that kind of
Have it
stream
your way.
or playthrough. I'll be back, Vivica. That's one thing I like about the Dragon Age game. Like they do take a lot of time. There is a lot of content. Some of it's a bit like, you know, having to walk back and forth a bunch, but also it's just fun. I enjoy kind of having to take the time to walk through areas, talk to different people. And like just going from story beat to story beat instantly, it overwhelms me a little bit. I like slower paced games.
Alone in the dark, and that's how we like it.
This is older than Sister was.
Okay. Thank you for that information that I'll never use. I don't know who Sister is.
Get back! I thank you, Sirrah, for coming along when you did. I am Emmerich.
Just the person I was looking for. I need to speak with you about Ninette.
Ah, Ghislaine de Carrac's wife. Her disappearance interested me. I tried looking into it. However, the investigation has been a waste of time.
Did you learn nothing?
Most people just say she left her husband. This all started when Meren, one of our circle mages, disappeared. I found it odd. She was a bit older and hardly adventurous. Then I heard about Ninette and 2 other missing women.
And you have doubts that they merely fled?
A woman goes missing, and you'll either never find her, or you'll just find her body.
Isabella, that's horrible.
It's the truth, kitten. The world's not kind to women.
I hope you're wrong, madam. I think the disappearances are connected, and I suspect foul play is involved.
Mages routinely flee the Circle. Perhaps Meren just wanted freedom.
She had always been loyal. She received lilies from an unknown suitor, and some of us thought she may have gone to meet him. Perhaps her disappearance is linked.
Doesn't the Circle use phylacteries to keep track of its mages?
We followed her phylactery to a foundry, but found nothing. I had heard of sympathizers smuggling mages through Darktown, so came here hoping to pick up the trail. But no trace of Meren. And as you've seen, asking the locals hasn't made me very popular.
Have you mentioned any of this to the city guard?
They say there's no proof the disappearances are connected. They think the women just left home, that it happens all the time.
People don't just disappear. Perhaps they were murdered or kidnapped.
We found no bodies, no ransom notes. Those women just vanished.
Can I assist your investigation?
It's no longer my investigation, Sirrah. You may take over if you wish. This battle showed that I'm no longer the warrior I used to be. I know when to walk away.
I respect that. You know your limits.
Take my findings. Perhaps you can make more use of them. I'm going back to the gallows. I'm too old for this.
I'm 2 days from retirement.
I should look into that.
Isabella, why am I earning your rivalry for saying that I want to help find missing women? Did you want me to get paid for it? Is that what it was? Just tell me. Communicate. Communication is key in a relationship, Isabella. I love like all the graffiti on the walls in places. Okay. So now gonna go to that foundry area.
Break some heads tomorrow.
More poisoner grenades, do I? Maybe I will order a couple of these for like Isabella's use. That's enemies among us. Wait. Lowtown Foundry. There we go. It's only a night. For some reason, I didn't see it on the map the first time. Okie doke. Let's find out who's kidnapping these women. Isabella, can you be on the lookout for traps, please? Okay, lots of spirits. Dire demons. That's no good. There's a shade down there. There's a couple shades actually. There we go.
Shades? What do you think that means?
I think it means demons.
What's your step? You happy now?
Kinda. A little bit. Hello. Oh, I see. See, I just love that. Instant kills. I remember Rogue being really fun to play here. Because I think you kind of get like a pseudo teleport ability too. Oh no.
You can survive without a hand. This doesn't mean anyone's dead.
A severed hand, a ring, and a pile of bones. Emmerich will want to see this. And I should bring the ring to Gislet. Might belong to Ninette.
I remember this quest line really, it was really impactful. Just because it's sad. And so I think next time what we'll do is Enemies Among Us, and that will lead us into the expedition, because I think other than the expedition, Enemies Among Us is the only thing we haven't done yet. We'll probably do the DLC at the beginning of Act 3. Oh, hello, Elaine. What are you doing here?
I wonder how Grace is doing. Do you think they got away?
You might want to see this. This was left in the foundry you mentioned in your notes. I was also attacked by shades.
These are human bones. Then there is no chance of finding Meren alive, or any of the others.
This isn't over. I'm going to get the bastard that did this.
I know how you feel, Syrah.
My people have been slow to react, but this needs official support.
I will bring this to the city guard immediately. It should be enough to convince them the disappearances are worth investigating.
Good. Then we gotta go back to Sir Ghislaine de Karak. Do I have any junk I can sell? Yes.
This ring is all I have to return to you. I'm sorry.
Oh. Ninette's wedding ring. Yes. Look at the engraving. Forever faithful, forever yours. Oh. Written in happier times. Where did you find it?
Oh. I'm not gonna tell him.
Just know that she will not return.
It's better this way. Our marriage has been in shambles for more than a decade. I'll send the ring to her family. With luck, it will appease them. Thank you for all your help, Sarah. Make her watch over.
Absolutely. See you there.
Okie doke. Well, that is what we're gonna do for today. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you're having a good time. And I hope you're enjoying the series so far. Tell me what you think in the comments below. Like and subscribe if you want to get notified on when another video comes up. And treat yourself right because you deserve it. Remember that I love you. Have a good rest of your day. Bye.